What's up, guys? This is part 2 for my Q&A video, so let's just get into it. If you want to watch part 1, link in the description and link in the card section on top of the right screen. So if you want to watch it, please watch the first part. Let's get into it. So I got some compliments here. Congrats, man. Keep on doing what you've been doing. Honestly, I get most of my Niner news from you, so keep on grinding and keep me updated. That's from Gavin Ko. Goopa, I can't really say your name, but appreciate the comment, man. Yes, I will be trying to grind. I will try to do everything in my power to talk about the 49ers as much as I can and grow my channel even more. Spread my love and passion for the 49ers. I will definitely do that. Okay, Danny Boy Productions, appreciate your question. Let's see. Do you think the 49ers will make the playoffs in 2018? Yes, I believe so. I think Jimmy Garoppolo and the free agents and draft acquisitions that they will be happening in a couple of days / month, I think they will make the playoffs. And last year was a really good sign of things to come. Plus, with the decline of Seattle, they've had a lot of problems so far, pretty much having wholesale changes to their roster. Arizona, I don't really trust them. So Los Angeles, I think that's the really biggest threat to the NFC West for the 49ers. And plus, they got Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters. Well, Aqib Talib is kind of I don't know yet as of this video. He will be on the team assuming that everything goes well, but they have agreed to a trade with the Denver Broncos. So that's going to be a tough squad to beat, and Wade Phillips is going to take advantage of that big time. They did play with each other in Denver when they won the Super Bowl, so they know each other pretty well. That's pretty much the biggest threat is the Los Angeles Rams, but the Arizona Cardinals and Seattle Seahawks, I think they're on the decline, especially Seattle with all the things that are going on with their defensive side of the ball. With Richard Sherman might be getting released as of this video, and Michael Bennett probably going to get traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know what's happening with them, so hopefully they can make some changes. But other than that, right now, I don't really see them being a threat as much as they were a couple of years ago when they won the Super Bowl. Okay, Mo49 Al-Salaf. I can't really say names. I'm really bad with names. I'm so sorry, guys. Who is your favorite 49er of all time and favorite non-49er of all time? By the way, congrats on 500. Here's to 100K. Thank you very much. Appreciate your question, Mo49. Favorite 49er of all time? Who would I have to go with? I'd probably go with... if you're talking about a new guy, I'll probably go with Frank Gore. I love me some Frank Gore. I think he was the heart and soul of the 49ers for the past decade. Well, not decade now, but from 2005 to 2013, I think that was the last time he played for the 49ers. He was there when the 49ers were really low in the late 2000s and then the early 2010s. Man, he was the workhorse that made the 49ers go to 3 straight NFC championship games and 1 Super Bowl and really helped Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick with their offense. And he was just a freaking beast. He's like Le'Veon Bell today, or Le'Veon Bell is like him today. Patient running back and can get the yards when he needs to. And I think he's averaging 4.5 yards a carry in his career. Freaking fantastic. I would love to have Frank Gore back. And he is a free agent, by the way. So if they bring him back, hey, got to get some nostalgia back. But right now, Frank Gore, he is my favorite 49er of all time in the modern era. Because it's kind of hard for me. I can't really speak of the past like with Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, because I wasn't born back then. But if I had to pick from the past, I'd probably pick Joe Montana. I think Montana's the GOAT. And 4 Super Bowls, hey, you can't say anything about that. So past player, Joe Montana. Current player in the current era, I guess, from the 2000s, I go with Frank Gore. Fresh Edits. Appreciate your question. Why don't you go to the gym? If you don't know, Fresh Edits is my brother, so I will hit the gym eventually, and I do need to go to the gym, but not right now. I'm focused on football and the 49ers. Mr. Wentz, good job. Congratulations, man. You're lucky that the 49ers are the only team I respect. Woohoo. Well, appreciate it, Mr. Wentz. Congratulations on your Super Bowl win for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I appreciate you supporting my channel, even though you're a fan of a different team. And I appreciate all the love and support you've been giving me for the past couple of months. He actually made a video about me, I think a couple of months ago. I'll try to have a link in the description as well if you want to look at that and the card section. So please check that out. Carlos Fuentes, do you think the 49ers would beat the Raiders this year? Appreciate your question, Carlos. Yes, I think so. I think the Raiders, I don't know. I think they're overrated, to be honest with you. I knew a couple of years ago when they made the playoffs with Derek Carr, Amari Cooper, and what have you, and Khalil Mack. I knew they were good, but I didn't think they were consistently good. That was the problem with them. And last year pretty much proved it. But although they did have a goof up and did fire their offensive coordinator and then hired a new one, and he was pretty crappy in 2017. Their defense sucked with Ken Norton Jr. Maybe they'll do better with John Gruden, but I don't know. John Gruden's kind of a tough case study. Is he going to be the John Gruden that won the Super Bowl with Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or is he just going to be one of the ones that people think he's going to be overrated because it was Tony Dungy's team when he won that Super Bowl? Because essentially, I know he made the offense even better in 2002, but at the same time, I feel like John Gruden should thank Tony Dungy big time for having that good-ass defense with Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, and Simeon Rice. It works 50-50. I mean, I think John Gruden is a great coach. He did a really good job in his first stint in Oakland, and we'll see if he can replicate that in his last year with Oakland, because I think they're moving to Las Vegas in 2019, so We'll see what happens, but I do think the 49ers will beat the Raiders just because I think the 49ers overall are a better team, and they will, after the draft, after the free agency period, and with Jimmy Garoppolo, with Kyle Shanahan, I believe this team is going to be really good this year, and I think they will beat the Raiders this year, in my opinion. SKP Joe, course code, why the 49ers? Well, appreciate your question. You know, at first I was kind of a Carolina Panthers fan, so please, people, don't yell at me or anything. Please don't go on your TV monitors or computer screens and throw your computers and put in the comments below, you little traitor. I'm just playing, but hey, I didn't really watch a lot of football back then. I didn't really know any of the teams in 2008, so I had to do some research, to be honest with you, because, hey, I need to start somewhere. In middle school, I liked the Carolina Panthers for a year or two, and then I've had to pick a team in California because I did live in Orange County, California, and I picked the 49ers because the Rams, they were not in Los Angeles back in the day. San Diego Chargers were not in Los Angeles that time either. I was going to pick the Chargers. I really thought about the Chargers, but I picked the 49ers just because, hey, I do love me some California. I love the history of the 49ers with 5 Super Bowls, Joe Montana, and what have you. And, you know, they did struggle big time in the late 2010s and then had a resurgence with Jim Harbaugh, made it to the Super Bowl, and then had 2 years of dud years, I guess, with Jim Tomsula and Chip Kelly. So I was there. I made videos about them. If you're trying to say I'm a 49er bandwagon right now, please don't, because you can watch my old videos being mad at more Jim O'Neill and Jim Tomsula and Colin Kaepernick to some extent, pretty much Colin Kaepernick a lot in 2016, because I feel like if you're a veteran quarterback for the past couple of years, I know you've had some coordinator changes, but at the same time, I feel like you should be leading your team to victories as much as you can, and he didn't really do so. I remember the one game against the Rams, I think Torrey Smith was open, just completely open. He didn't see him at all. He just went to do a running play to Carlos Hyde for whatever reason. It was really awkward. It was really weird, and that's really when I got turned off with Colin Kaepernick. I do support him with the national anthem thing. I think that was a good cause, but at the same time, I had to look at it from on the field perspective, and on the field, I just didn't feel like he was the right guy for the 49ers, and I think in 2016, it was time for both him and the 49ers to part ways. So hopefully he finds a job soon. Hopefully somebody gives him a chance in some way, shape, or form, but I don't know. It's up to the NFL teams. I don't really make decisions about that. I think that's pretty much all the questions there. I got one more question from Twitter. So Mr. Mo Green Boy Alsaf, I think that was the other guy from before. Appreciate your question on Twitter. What is your favorite uniform / logo? I like the uniform now. I think it looks pretty cool. The best one, I don't know. I mean, if you're talking about the 49ers, I guess right now I like it. For all time, like for any NFL team right now, you know, no lie, I know you guys are going to hate this answer, but I like the Seattle Seahawks. I think that looks pretty damn cool. The little green stripes on the bottom, the whatever, the blue and green. I think that looks really cool, the navy blue. I think the Seattle Seahawks benefited the most from Reebok to Nike change from the sponsorship a couple of years ago in 2012, I think. So they looked really good under Nike, and I think the 49ers look really good at Nike as well. I would put both of them, but I always got to pick the 49ers to do well and be better than the Seahawks. Hopefully they can do that this year, and they have a really good chance to do this year because Seattle is on a decline, I would say. I think that's going to be pretty much it, you guys. That's all the Q&A stuff right there. I could have made this into another part, but I kind of got lazy. I didn't want to make this a 17-minute video. I hope that answers all your questions. Hopefully I reach to 1,000 subscribers and do another Q&A video and maybe do a giveaway. I think that'd be pretty damn cool if I can get to 1,000 subs and do all that cool stuff and maybe drop some merch. I would love to do that. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for my Q&A video for this 500 subscribers special, I guess you could say. I'll catch you guys up later. Here's to another 1,000 subscribers, hopefully. And you guys have a nice day. Love y'all. Talk to you later.